Okay, so I'm going to give you key support levels to pay attention to for Bitcoin. I'm going to show you the trade that I lost a lot of money on, why I lost money on that trade. I decided to put myself in a risky situation, and I had to pay the price for it. And it all boils down to greed, guys. If I could give you any advice, if you do leverage trading, take profit. And if you're if you're at a loss and you get close to break even, you should probably just go ahead and get out. Now I'm going to show you my mindset again, what I was thinking and why I put myself in the situation. I'm also going to transfer $5,000 to Bing X. I have not traded on Bing X yet. I've traded on Bitget, but the platform's pretty much identical. And the reason I'm going to do this is kind of show you how much it costs to enter a trade, how much you can lose or make depending on your leverage if price goes the wrong way or the right way, and how to set up a stop loss and protect yourself, and kind of to understand that when you enter a trade, chances are you're going to get stopped out. It depends on how much you're willing to risk to stay in that trade. And you know, what you want to do is again, so you can't win every trade. What you're trying to do is win more trades than you lose. And obviously, in a winning trade, you stay in that winning trade and you take profit. And hopefully, the profit you make from that winning trade makes up for the losses for your other trades that didn't go so well. So that's what we're going to cover. Now, in the last video, guys, there were some pretty nasty comments, and I get it. You know, bear versus bull. It's like religion versus religion, Republican versus Democrat. You know, I understand. But one comment, someone said something about I was purposely trying to get people wrecked, and from the money I made promoting exchanges, that I'd be taking a trip to the Bahamas. Well, this is Bing X. Yesterday, this is yesterday's commission, $52. So, yeah, I'll probably take that trip to the Bahamas in a few months because it's going to take a while to to get that much money for that trip. Guys, there's probably a misconception. I do not make money off getting people wrecked, because the only thing I make money off of is your trading fees. I get a small commission, so if it costs you $10 to enter a trade, I get like $2. That's why you can see it says $52 in commissions. If you enter a trade and I get $2 off the $10 you spent to enter the trade, and you lose everything in your entire account, I don't get that. The exchange gets that. So again, I'm not getting what some of you are implying. I don't get money off of wrecking people. Not to mention, you know, I lost money myself. So that means I'm intentionally trying to wreck myself. Why the hell would I do that? So let me explain to you how I lost this money and how I could have got out, but I got greedy. So this is the chart. So I entered a short down below. I was at a loss. I was pretty confident we hit this point, we would get rejected. And so I knew that if I doubled down on my short here, I was at $3,000 at 30x. So all I had to do was double down on my short. This would bring my break even up higher, which it did. And, you know, I did expect more downside. My bias was to the downside, and I got greedy. So let me show you how this played out. Now, I made a post about this in Discord. When we hit this point, we got rejected. We broke this support line right here, the support trend line at resistance. That meant we had some downside. Things were going great, and we were in a possible head and shoulders. We did push back up, hit this point, but we did come down and hit this target. So here's how I got myself into trouble. So again, I was short from below. We pushed all the way up. I decided not to get out because I didn't want to, you know, take that loss. I was like over $10,000 loss. But we did get rejected. I doubled down on my short. Things were going great. Price started calming down. I was at a $1,900 loss. I could have got out with only a $1,900 loss, but decided to stay in. And again, getting greedy got me in trouble. So my thinking was, if I cashed out at a loss, I would have lost $1,900. Well, what if price kept tanking? I would be kicking myself for getting out and missing out on all that profit. Again, greed. So I was thinking, well, maybe what I could do is just, you know, price was down here. I mean, we were at support, so it was kind of risky staying in this trade to begin with, but my bias was to the downside. I could have set my stop loss above, so if price pushed up, I would get stopped out, right? But it's possible price would have just, you know, price could have kept going down. So having a stop loss up here, this way at least I didn't get out. If price did continue down, I could, you know, be in profit. But then I was thinking, well, what if price pushed up and stops me out and then starts tanking? I'm going to kick myself for not staying in, or for having my stop loss, you know, not high enough. So what I decided to do before I went to sleep was, okay, well, there was a lot of resistance up here around 28K. So I figured, there's probably no chance price is going to push all the way up and get above this resistance. It's too strong. So I decided to set my stop loss above a strong resistance point, not expecting us to push this high. Well, I woke up, price pushed all the way up to 28,500, and I got stopped out, and I lost around $9,000. So again, it boils down to greed. I could have got out here at a $1,900 loss, or set my stop loss here and probably lost about 2,500. So I guess my advice is, while not financial advice, take profit, guys. Or if you're in the hole and you get yourself close to break even, go ahead and get out before it gets worse. And you can see down here, this is all one trade. It closes in different sections, but you can see here 5,000, 2,000, 1,000. So guys, again, don't be greedy, and always be taking profit. I think a lot of people, and just like, the bears are feeling the pain right now. People are long from below. Price has been pushing up, but bulls, they're doing the exact same thing. The bulls are long from below. Price pushes up. They probably have a stop loss set somewhere. So when price comes down, they'll stop them out. Well, as price coming down, they want to stay in, expecting more upside. So they keep lowering their stop loss to stay in. If they put their stop down here, they're still in, and they rode it back up. But eventually, price will come back down, and it's going to stop you out. So if you're not taking profit, and I think exchanges know this, wealths know this, people stay in because they're greedy, expecting to make more money, wanting to make more money. So the exchanges just send price up and down, stopping people out and liquidating people that don't have stop losses, because people are not taking profit. And that's one of my biggest problems, is I'm not taking profit. So that's something I'm going to start doing more of. So I hope that explains to you just basically, what my thinking was that put myself in the situation when I didn't have to. So let's cover Bing X, and I'll show you how to enter these trades and how much you can make or lose.